I want you on my team. And by my team, I mean Team Freedom, Team Humanity, Team Open Expression of the Human Spirit, right? Team Sovereign, right? Team Fully Autonomous Being doing what they're inspired to be doing. I want to recruit you from their team. Their team is they want to surveil you 24/7, 365. More sinister, however, than that, they want to manipulate your behavior. See, they want to control everything about you. They already do it with the media, with politicians, with celebrities, with public figures to manipulate your behavior. Klaus Schwab told us, right? The next level is, well, it's the next level and it's what's been going on is they want to hack your behavior. It wasn't Klaus Schwab. I think it was his right-hand man, Noah Harari. I think that's his name. The mad scientist. I call him a mad scientist. If you've seen Suicide Squad 2, which is the movie that made me realize how sick and twisted Hollywood is, and I don't watch any or very little of their stuff. I'm super discerning. I don't listen to the radio anymore. Whether it's country music, pop music, any kind of radio music, top 40 music playing on the radio, I don't listen to it. I'm going old school into the soul era of the 70s because I find that music resonates with me in a better way. It's better for my mind. I don't want the messages and the subtle manipulations that are written into these lyrics in my mind anymore, because I realize as we near a point of what I feel is going to be like a critical mass situation, they're ramping up their game. They're with the politicians, with the media circus, with the movies. You've seen all these stupid movies. I guess the Obamas produced it. I don't know. I heard that it could be bull. The movie where the ship ran aground. I forget what it was called. And then there's The Last of Us and all these dystopian, alien invasion and all the movies now, or a lot of the movies now, look weird. I'm not even going to go see the new Tom Cruise movie. I guess it's coming out in the summer, maybe, the Mission Impossible, because again, I know what those movies are about. I know they're to manipulate and change behavior and, put ideas in our minds. It's not a conspiracy theory anymore for people. It used to be, right? It used to be. But as my friend Brandon Kroll said on one of our first, I think it was our first interview, he said, if you didn't wake up after COVID and things don't, and you're not questioning a lot of things, I don't think he got into details about what that says about a person, but I'll tell you, that is a wild thing. I mean, COVID was so disruptive to our collective experience. And then as the dust settles and we look at, I think it's pretty common knowledge that even the left, I know the right believes this, but even the left believes that, yeah, we really hurt people way more than we helped them. And that is another reason why you should distrust your government. I've never seen a government solution that turns out better than the problem. Ronald Reagan nailed it back in the 80s, whether you're Republican or Democrat, but he did get it right. He said government doesn't create solution. Government doesn't solve problems, they create solution. Government doesn't solve problems, they create. No, government doesn't solve problems, they create problems. They do not solve problems. That's not their game plan. And that's how they're subtly subverting you and your family and the whole of humanity and the whole of the United States. Clearly, if you look objectively, you get a far enough perspective, you look objectively at what's going on. Jeff Berwick from Dollar Vigilante nailed this the other day. I'll be sharing this in a short. He said, no one in America had a beef with Libya. No one woke up and said, you know what? Libya is my biggest problem in America. No, the people who had a beef with Libya were the people who run the dollar. And Libya, Muammar Gaddafi was going to sell his gold or his oil for gold and disrupt the petrodollar. No one had a beef with Libya making the eighth wonder of the world, the waterway that brought life-giving water to the Libyan people. They're like, yeah, go for it. Good. Libya had the highest human development index in Africa before the US and NATO unalived Gaddafi and destroyed that eighth wonder of the world. They bombed it with like plutonium shells. So they poisoned it. What kind of an a-hole does that? I'll tell you what kind of an a-hole does that. A sick, twisted bastard. No one had a beef with Iraq. I didn't wake up and go, you know what? Iraq and Saddam Hussein is the biggest problem in the world. No, but he also was going to sell his oil for gold. And my understanding was was some weird shit going on with Ukraine, not Ukraine, the Kuwait. As far as like maybe some stealing of oil, drilling sideways, I don't know. It could be, just hearsay, but there's some things going on. But the government spins it up to say, oh, we've got to go save these people. Well, again, how are you saving people by bombing the eighth wonder of the world that brings water to the Libyan people? Why did you do that? How are you saving people by unaliving estimated 2 to 3 million people in Iraq over the course of 20 years, including those 500,000 babies that were 1 to 5 years old? How are you saving people from a brutal, ruthless, oppressive dictator by unaliving that many people? I don't think most Americans know this. I didn't know that. When you know it, and by the way, if you want to go check it out yourself, Brown University Cost of War Project, the reason you need this information is because how they treat one person is how they treat all people. If they did it to them to protect their financial interests, they'll do it to you to protect their financial interest. Make no mistake about it. It's not personal. It's just business. They don't hate you and your family. It's not personal. It's just business. Well, it could be argued they do hate you and your family. I think there's a satanic, sick, twisted, cult-like thing going on. I think they do hate God's creation. I think they do want to undermine God's creation. I think it's all about deception and lies. I think there's some bent people. That's putting it nicely. I think these people are into the dark arts. But on the surface, overall, it's not personal, it's just business. They're just protecting their investment. Their investment is the petrodollar. Their investment are the hundreds or thousands of military bases around the world. Their investment is the control system of the world. These people are parasites on humanity. They're making so much money living lives, sucking the wealth out of humanity. This is why I try to wake people up. Like, do you really want to give your time and attention and your financial resources to these sinister, twisted, demented people? I don't anymore. That's why I do not consent. I consent to freedom. I consent to being sovereign in this world. I consent to creating and saying the things I want to say in an open way without fear of reprisal. I consent to those things. I don't consent to surveillance. I don't consent to having my tax dollars used to buy bombs to bomb those Iraqi kids or bomb those Libyan kids or bomb those Gazan kids or whatever we did in Afghanistan or whatever we're doing in Yemen or we're doing all. It's so sick. It's so sick. I don't want you on their team. And here's the thing. You're on their team if you don't know what's going on. See, ignorance puts you on their team. I know this because I was ignorant and I was de facto on their team. I bought the bullshit. Oh, we need to go into Iraq to save, to do these things. I didn't look into it. I had no idea. You know who did look into it? Chris Hedges. He was with the New York Times, I believe, at the time. That guy was vocally opposed to the Iraq war at a time when I don't remember anyone vocally opposed to the Iraq war, because remember there was some bullshit with, apparently we went there twice. Well, we did go there twice. Once with Bush 1, once with Bush 2. It's some messed up stuff, but I mean, he wasn't on board with it. Now that guy his social equity went through the freaking roof. He's also vocally outspoken against Palestinians. Here's what I think is going to go down. And this is what made me realize that life is not a game. This is a real world consequences. Uninformed people like I was, ignorant people like I was, will have no place in a future where consciousness is raising, awareness is raising, where humanity is moving past the bullshit. However it needs to happen, it's going to go toward God's way, where humanity is going to be free. It has to. You cannot suppress the truth. Three things cannot be hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. You cannot suppress the truth, no matter how big your Hasbara media machine is, Israel, no matter how big, how cool and high tech and sophisticated your Mossad or CIA agency machine is. You cannot suppress the truth because it always comes out, whether it's tomorrow or 10 years from now. Look at the truth come out about the Iraq War. At the time, everyone's like, yeah, I guess we got to go do this. Or not everyone. There's some people that were way more intelligent than I was, way more awake and aware than I was. But over time, it's all a lie. Everyone knows it was a lie now. There were no weapons of mass destruction. They know the destruction we did there. I've heard it was a hell on earth experience. Again, if you know what they did to other people to protect their money, you're going to know what they would do to you to protect your money. You will know them by their fruits. This is why I super urge people to please look into all these. Only look at history. There's no reason to look forward. They only look at the historical events that have happened over the last 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Go back as far as you want. If you want to go back to Smedley Butler's time, 30 plus years I think he was a Marine. He said war is a racket. He called himself a gangster for capitalism and basically laid out a laundry list of things where he secured other countries for corporations in the United States to go in and rape and pillage and steal those resources. That shit is still going on. If they'll do it to you, if they'll do it to them, they'll do it to you. Thanks for watching this video. I appreciate you very much. Here's some resources to help you on your journey. I've prepared a PDF called The Great Awakening Guide. You can learn more at greatawakeningguide.com. It's totally free, not even an email. In that guide are all of the best resources I've come across my experience, my journey of documentaries, movies, books, resources, including like 41 ways you can extract yourself, protect yourself and your family from the bullshit that's going down and will continue to go down until we have a mass awakening and we fix this and we stop this. This is why I want you on my team. I don't want you on their team. They want to exploit you and use you for nefarious things. I want you to wake up, see what's going on in the world, investigate with your own eyes, make your own mind up. Make your own mind up about what happened in Iraq. Make your own mind up about what happened in Libya, et cetera, et cetera. Those 41 ways, but also in there, because I know people don't have the time to watch all those movies, I've isolated 3 movies. I've handpicked three documentaries. One of them is called All Wars Are Bankers' Wars. It's 50 some minutes on YouTube. It's phenomenal. It's power packed. It's like a nutrient vitamin for your consciousness that's going to wake you up in 1 hour to what's been going down in the world, if you don't already know. All Wars Are Bankers' Wars. Everything is a Rich Man's Trick. That's a little longer. It's like 3 hours ish. That's phenomenal about the JFK assassination and some other things. The last one is The Mystery of Israel. That's about what's going on in Israel and what has been going on. There's so many good documentaries in there. Like runners up could be The Occupation of the American Mind, which is all about how the Israeli and I think the US is in on this shit too, media machine manipulates the American mind so they can do heinous crimes against humanity in the Middle East and all around the world. Occupation of the American Mind is a good one. I haven't fully seen The Other Israel. That's the Ted Pike documentary. That's about an hour long, but I've seen a lot of clips and things from it. What else? Those are some really good runners up. Another good runner up is Tantura. That's about how pre-Israel, the shit went down where they went in and used terror operations to violently displace 750,000 Palestinians. And when I mean violently, I do mean violently. How they treat one person is how they treat all person. If they want your shit, they're going to take it whether you want them to or not. Americans are no different than Palestinians. We're all cattle to them. We're all useless eaters to them. They believe that we are to be used, abused, and tossed aside at their discretion to meet their goals, to serve them. We are so far beneath them in their mind and in their eyes, these bad actors in the world. Ties in with the cult-like situation. We are so far beneath them that they can do whatever they want to us. That's the mindset that they have. And the reason I share that with you is it's a Sun Tzu ideology. Because make no mistake about it, we are in a war. We're in a war for the hearts and minds of every human being and the soul. The soul is what really the prize is. But it's a mind. The battlefield is in the mind. This is why InfoWars is the game. Right? Alex Jones nailed it. InfoWars, information is power. The battlefield is in the mind, and I share that with you for this reason. Sun Tzu said, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you win every battle. If you do not know the enemy, but you only know yourself, you're going to win some battles. If you don't know yourself and you don't know the enemy, which is their ultimate strategy, you're going to win no battles. You will win nothing in this world. You will lose every time. And Americans and humanity has been losing a lot. We've won some too, and we will ultimately win. But overall, if you don't know yourself, which they don't want you to know yourself, nothing about the modern world wants a person to know themselves. Because when you know yourself, you know that you're created in the image and likeness of God, and you're a divine human being, and you're special in a way, right? This is why I created How to Find Your Mission in Life, because I believe finding your mission and knowing yourself right now in 2025 is the most important thing a human being can do. Pull yourself out of the beast system. Stop watching the media. Stop listening to politicians. Stop watching movies coming out of Hollywood, music coming out of Hollywood, celebrity BS, right? All the celebrities that push the thing are compromised now because they're clearly working for bad actors in our world. And know yourself. Go pick that up. It's at gmarkphillips.com/subscribe, because when you subscribe to that, my weekly video email newsletter, you get How to Find Your Mission in Life. So there's Great Awakening Guide at greatawakeningguide.com. There is How to Find Your Mission in Life at gmarkphillips.com/subscribe. And then of course there's One Life, which is the system that I created. How to Find Your Mission in Life is part of One Life. That's the first step to knowing what winning is for you. Because if you don't know what your mission is, you don't know what winning is. See, winning for you is different for winning for me, right? Winning for you is different because God made you as a different character. You are unique and different from I am. You have different gifts and talents. See, winning for me is using the talents God gave me. Winning for you is using the talents God gave you. Are you using the talents God gave you? You know, on maybe some deep level, maybe it's at the top of your awareness, right? But How to Find Your Mission in Life is a number of questions you ask yourself to know yourself and know your talent. Because like I said, right now more than ever, knowing your talent, doing your work in the world is what's going to save the world. Being being manipulated and deceived and lied to and used and abused by the beast system it's not the best thing for you, and it's not the best thing for humanity. Governments in their stupid war machine and their industrial and their exploitation of humans and the world is stupid. It's stupid. And we've been deceived into buying into the bullshit. And our planet's showing the costs. And again, humans have paid the price too. Again, those people that were unalived in Iraq. I could go on for a long time about it. You know the drill. They don't care about you. You need to care about you, right? Take care of yourself and your family. Do not put your faith in these people who have done bad things to your fellow human beings for a long time. I'm going to end on that. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you very much. Go pick up those resources. I'll talk to you in the next one. All the best, health, wealth, and success. Bye-bye.